craziest stretch is the 2.5 week run I had with Jessie. No, okay, I have two. I want to share two. It was Jessie because it was LA. It was Columbia. Then it was Roll Loud New York. Then radio run with Jessie after Rolling Loud. And then after the Drake, after the OVO, 2 days later I went to LA. Right when I landed, Carl interviewed John Legend. Then we were in the studio after the next day, listening to Symba's album before it even came out. Then the next day, when he's interviewing The Game. Next day, we're like, I'm legit with what happened the next day? Oh, I got invited. I got invited to a private Interscope party, basically sponsored by Patron. Next day, I'm interviewing Akon. Then after that, we're going to Bobby Shmurda.
God damn.
It was fucked.
They're coming down to the wire. At the center's handed. Rich strike is coming up on the inside.
I love that. You know what? It's not the first time that we've gotten that text before an interview. Like, yo, y'all got lotion at the studio.
Yeah, no, for real. Because of the rush.
That means he cares. You know, if they're asking for lotion for, and we got that lotion. We have that lotion, man.
Y'all save me.
Those are soft hands.
Yeah.
Those are soft hands, dude.
Come on, fresh. I love it, man.
Oh man, Saint, it's an honor to have you in the studio.
Thank
bro.
you, bro.
Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me, man.
Second time in the studio.
Second time.
5 months to the day.
5 months.
First time on the other end of that camera, though.
Say again? I was. Four Corners was here. You know what I'm saying? He had the festival right outside.
Yeah.
I was legendary.
Shout out Cranium. Shout out Four Corners.
Absolutely.
Shout out Saint for being here today.
Come on.
Guys.
Thank you, guys.
Hey, bro.
For y'all that don't know, Saint is the best photographer coming out of Toronto.
I'm the biggest underdog in the city right now. You know what I'm saying?
That's not even like a little. There's not an ounce of cap in that either. You have been fucking killing it lately,
Thank you,
dude.
man.
How I want
like some of the people you've taken photos of.
Yeah.
Let's just give a little, debriefing. Like, you've been in some crazy rooms. Like every Rolling Loud, doesn't matter. Toronto, I think you were at the New York.
I went to all 4 Rolling Loud besides Portugal, but all the Rolling Louds North America. I was at California, New York, Miami, Toronto.
Yeah,
all of them, bro.
You're there at Jessie Reyez' listening party at Diddy's.
That was legendary.
That was crazy,
bro. Drake, Diddy, Ty Dolla $ign, Corday, and it was crazy because that was so last minute, bro. Because right when it was like they legit called me a week before it happened. It's like, hey, do you want to cover Jessie for the LA? I'm like, bet. Flew me out to LA. That happened. We were smashed. Like, we went crazy. Because it was crazy because I didn't know any of them were coming. But when I saw Drake, I was like, what? And that was a crazy moment because I shot him 2 times before then. The first time it was the All Canadian North Star. Shout to Charlie B for sending out for me. You know what I'm saying? A week later, OVO. Yeah. And now a couple weeks later, he's seeing me in the next city in LA.
It's like, who the fuck is legendary.
This guy? You know, but
who's this guy with the braids?
You know what I'm saying?
Who's this guy with the 4 braids?
But that was crazy, bro.
We were talking about this earlier. It's like, we've kind of been getting bigger names like coming through our studio, and like we're sitting here every once in a while. They'll like go to the bathroom. We're like, dude, it's fucking him. It's that guy, bro. Do you ever feel when you're in those rooms, like, do you ever take a second just be like, holy fuck, like I'm looking through the camera right now at Drake or Diddy, or I'm capturing this moment of these moguls, and like just keeping your cool in that moment?
Sorry, he asked the question one more time. If y'all didn't see it, he was just trying to shock me there, y'all.
So, like, do you ever find yourself like almost like just fanning out like at these people in front of your lens, or
like, how are you not shaking the camera as Drake's like 2 feet away from you? And you're
in
that
like
moment?
It's crazy because like I'm fortunate enough, like I'm blessed enough, whereas like, when everything started was last year, October. Shout out to Carl Moore. Like, he put me in front of big celebrities. Like, I've always been around celebrities, but he put me around just that, like, first time, like, Nas and Hit Boy. Boom. Mm-hmm. Next month, Rick Ross. So I was like, he was based on like I was getting used to already. You know what I'm saying? I was already around huge celebrities. You know, getting shout outs from Fabio Moret. Like, you know what
That
I'm
was
saying?
sick. I saw that.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
that
Yo.
was sick.
At Dreamville. So when Drake happened, it was more like work mode. Like, yo, this is a fucking big opportunity. Yo, I don't have time to be like,
Yeah.
oh my God,
Mhm.
Drake. Nah, this is a big opportunity. I need to take advantage of it. And that's what I did.
Do you think it would have been different if you didn't have a camera in your hands?
What do you mean?
Like,
Yeah,
if you, I
you're-
feel like if you're 2 feet away from Drake without a camera
Oh,
versus
absolutely.
with a camera, like,
Absolutely.
So weird, just like
Guys,
Mr.
who's this
Drizzy.
random guy beside me? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Mr. Drizzy, Sir Drake. I don't know. Like, what are you?
It would have been okay, cool, but like, no, I was really right by him the whole time, and because I was with Charlie B, and I was just a more okay. Like at first, like, they didn't know who I was at first, but then okay, they're like catching on. You know what I'm saying, a little bit, but like I still like it's Drake, so I can't be too close, do my thing.
Right.
But you gotta know when to push back as well. Let's go in and out. You know, so
no, dude, it's awesome because like, yeah, when we met June of this year,
crazy.
you were already doing your thing. I don't want to like describe anything. You were already doing your thing. We were already doing our thing. But since that moment, both of us have just been like,
Absolutely,
it's been crazy. Like,
It's
Doing
nuts,
so
bro.
sick.
Yeah,
It's
we've
so
been
sick,
fucking
bro.
awesome.
Bro,
We're doing
and,
great.
like, you know, like shout out to y'all because like, yo, because I saw the hustle. Just a whole team from the very start. So like I already knew from like back then, like, yo, y'all about to go far. You know what I'm saying? And like it was like a month later, like we were at the Manifesto.
Yeah,
like when
yeah.
I'm like, bro, like right there, them like, look. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? That was just a moment like, yo, y'all like are fucking killing it.
it was
Like,
the same thing with you, man. Like, it's been dope to watch your growth because like I started obviously following you after we met. And it's just like, yo, this guy's here. Yo, this guy's here. This guy's here. It's like, yo, good for you, man.
Living
Thank
vicariously
you,
through
man.
your like, go follow his account. It's a good follow. Like,
Dude, I wanted to say that.
live
Like, you're-
vicariously through Saint because I guarantee your life's not as interesting.
You're
as-
you're a better follow than like most rap pages.
Facts.
Thank
Because
you.
you're posting like quality content and it's like you're looking at it, just like every major event you're like capturing behind the scenes. Like, I don't know, it's crazy to watch.
Thank you, man. Honestly, it's yo, it's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't really like I take the moment all the time, but just hear from other people is nuts because just really look back, like just this. You know, like kind of like because right now everything's going so fast. I just think forward. I don't think behind. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, no, you're right.
How do you
It's
keep
nuts.
it moving forward while also living in the moment?
I try to take a little moment every time. Each moment I try to take like at least like an hour or just some time to just really soak that shit in. You know what I'm saying? Like legit, like right, like you know the Drake thing, like you know, just I was yet the next day I was shaking. See, that's when it hit me. In the moment, it never hits me in the moment, right? But it hits me afterwards. It's like holy shit, like I really just
Yeah.
shot this. I really just shot Nas, you know, twice. You know what I'm saying? Like yo, it's
with a
nuts.
camera.
With a camera. Oh yeah, sorry. With a camera. With a camera. Thank you. Before the internet, because oh my gosh,
With a camera.
he attempted.
It's like the opposite.
My man's a
feeling, like-
shooter over here. My man's a shooter.
With a camera.
With a camera. With a camera.
So how did that start? When did you first get a camera in your hands and be like, I want to do this?
So originally I was doing YouTube back in 2018. I was playing soccer. That was like my first huge passion. You know what I'm saying? I started when I was 9 years old. Started in the Spanish league down in Jenna Finch.
Seriously?
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And so I started from there, and then basically college time, my first year, got a scholarship to a junior college called Parkland and Champaign, Illinois, 2 hours south of Chicago. And basically I started YouTube, you know. Then when I came back, I started kind of just I went for a year, came back. I started to travel a little bit. Went to LA in 2019. So it basically opened up my eyes to like, yo, there's so much more than just Toronto. Like, you know, so I started to reach out to other influencers in 2019 while doing YouTube. I went to VidCon that summer as well. Met a lot like DG, Ty Dolla Sign, all the whole crew and everything. And then that summer, I'm like, from me reaching out to other influencers to try to collab with them, I'm like, yo, and I'm like, how can I put a value of try to connect with them.
Mm-hmm.
I have a camera. Everyone loves photo shoots. Let me just offer that. Started to offer it, and I started to get booked like, you know, for like certain stuff. In 2019 in September, and I'm like, yo, let me put YouTube aside a little bit and really start focusing on like my production company. And that's where I made Obviously Production.
So you never went through that phase of like getting a Canon for Christmas and taking pictures of like old sheds and the corners of buildings and just putting a black and white filter on it? Like,
no, bro. Like,
you didn't go through like looking for art in urban spaces. You didn't go through that phase.
No, bro. Like, exactly what I'm doing right now is what I wanted to do from the very beginning. Like, from the very start, I was inspired by the Baby's old production team, the Real Goats, and I'm like, yo, like, cause I've been a hip hop, like, I've been into music for forever. You know, if you look back at my Instagram right now, like, I had posters when I was 10 years old writing about music. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm writing about like, yo, I want like hip hop artists, Drake, Bow Wow, Lil Wayne, you know what I'm saying? And I'm taking like photos of myself. Like, so this vision I had is it's been visioning from time, but the puzzle has now just been put together. You know what I'm saying?
The pieces are coming.
The pieces
together.
have come together, man. Like, for real.
So how do you get to that? You know, how do you make the jump from, all right, I'm shooting Spanish League soccer in Toronto to I'm getting into these rooms with like Diddy, Drake? Like, how did you originally start getting into like spaces like this? Are you just sneaking in like backstage? Or
No, bro.
Yeah.
So
just carrying a ladder and a reflective vest, you know?
No, like, I'm like, from like soccer days, it's all about figuring it out. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, the thing is, or people like to, like, you know, they think you have to have everything figured out right away to start a business and stuff like that. Like, you don't. Like, you know, like my transition is weird. Soccer, YouTube, and now, you know. But to answer your next question, being in the rooms, I was blessed enough to find that one person who really believed in me. And because to tell you a little bit of the backstory, like 2000, so when I started my production company, Obviously Productions, back in 2019.
It's a second plug of the name.
Shout out of the Saint Production. Check it out.
My production company of the same production.
It's also right here.
You know what I'm saying? Come on. Have to, man. Marketing.
This is why this guy's the GOAT, because I don't know any other photographers doing a press run.
Yeah,
you know
exactly.
I mean? It's branding, bro. Like, but like, so like, I was blessed. So back in 2019, like, that's why I tell everyone it's important to like figure out your vision from the start, because right from the start, I was just trying to figure out how can I get to a level where I can be hired by labels, hired by celebrities to really, you know. And it was when like people thought I was crazy, like, you can't make money from that, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, okay, I'm like, yeah, watch me. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, I knew from the start, to me, to do that, I need to build my value. Out of my portfolio is not big, I need to just reach out and do stuff for free. So I went to 2 months in, like, as me having that thought, I had a local artist from down here fly me out to LA. From that, I reached out to a guy named Joe Walker in New York. I just hit him up for a photo shoot. He says he's on tour with Stally. And that thing ended up being in Toronto, right? One of the tour dates ended up being in Toronto. I'm like, are you crazy? Yo, is it cool if I come shoot you guys? No problem. Connecting to the manager. Boom, boom, boom. Went there. Family, you know, they felt like family from the start. Shout out to you know, Ken, for real. Ken, I see that his artist, the Stally, like, yo, I can do more with his content. I'm like, okay, I'd love to fly to Atlanta, you know what I'm saying, to work on his content. Talk to them, the manager, Ken talked to Stally, they're about it. So from there, I could have went straight to Atlanta, right? But I ended up to like, no, the manager lived in New York. Fuck it. I'm all about creating opportunities. You know what I'm saying? Let me fly to New York, Atlanta, and back to Toronto. Fuck it. It was only $50 more. I went to New York. Ken's like, yo, my boy works for billboards. He's gonna get us into Russ's album release party. From that, and ended up being Carlo Moore. And you stay connected. And a year and a half later, that's when he gave me the opportunity to Nas a Hit Boy back in LA. You know what I'm saying? So
that's crazy, bro.
It's a whole process, bro.
For real. They say for journalism, the number one rule is just being there.
It's
Just
being
being
there.
present. Do
That's
you
it.
feel like a journalist when you're taking photos, or like
Yeah.
how would you're not just a photographer? Would you say you're more of a storyteller? Or?
I say that, you know what I'm saying? I feel like, yeah, like I from the very start, no, you know what I'm saying? But halfway through, like the year, I'm like, yeah, you know, because I started to realize like, yo, I'm really in rooms that like, you know, that a lot of people wish they're in, like, and and a lot of people are not capturing them. So a lot of people are capturing it, but like, I'm like, yo, like, you know, a lot of people are not capturing moments. So I just transitioned to being that guy and being beside, like be beside a journalist the whole way through. I'm just learning certain things. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
I actually wanted to ask you about that. Like, how does it feel to be capturing these moments and actually documenting them with photos and videos that people are going to see like 20 years from now, and they're like iconic images, like Drake at History when he brought out Nelly Furtado.
Legendary.
He posted that on his Instagram.
Legendary.
How does it feel to be the guy who's responsible for that moment that people will look back on? Like, because when we all look back on that moment, those are the photos we're going to look at.
Facts,
How does
bro.
that feel?
Bro, it's legendary. It's legendary, bro, because, you know, because I've been in love with hip hop from the start, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, it's watching how NWA their journey, you know what I'm saying? And just I didn't watch, they just watched that movie and just watching like the history of it.
Yeah.
And watching like Travis Scott's documentary, Kanye's, you know, how those people were able to capture those moments. And from time, I remember I told you I wanted to be like the real GOATs, capturing artists. Now I'm here, you know what I'm saying? Now I'm in that moment. So it's unreal because from the very start, I told you guys this is what I wanted, you know what I'm saying? And the fact that I can be in these rooms and capture it constantly, because some people just capture once or twice, but I was fortunate enough to, I can do this, every weekend, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, so it's a blessing, bro. I don't like, it's a humbling experience, and yeah, man.
What if there's one photo in this world that you wish you could have taken? Which photo do you wish it was?
Like ever?
Like of all the iconic photos,
dead or
in
alive
history.
photos,
like that photo of Muhammad Ali.
I was about to say that in the pool, one in the pool.
Well, the pool one's
that one
crazy
too.
too.
No, for me it was,
or like the Kawhi Leonard shot.
Yeah,
you know?
Ooh.
Like what? Like if like of all the iconic photos, like which one do you were like? I
Mhm.
wish I took that.
That's a good question. It would have,
Like the Odell Beckham Jr. one-handed catch, like
right?
that would be insane.
Bro.
The first
That's
kiss
hard.
in Times Square after World War II.
Oh, that's a crazy one too.
Bro, it's hard. Iconic.
Are you like a photography nerd like that though? Like, do you like think back of like all these?
I do, but it's just like I'm not like a nerd, but it's just like
I just want to make it clear. I'm not a fucking nerd.
No. I know I'm a nerd, but like just like
I take pictures of Drake.
No, don't do that. Don't do that. Honestly, it would have bro.
Has to be my photo of Drake. I think.
No. Honestly, it would have. I don't know why it would have to be. Maybe Tupac. Maybe the one where he was just had in the bathtub. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know that one.
You know that one?
I don't know that one.
It was I forgot which song, but it's just everyone uses it, and it was basically him in the tub, you know, and he had spirit chains. You guys know what I'm talking about? You guys know what I'm talking about?
No.
You know what he's talking about?
You know, in the tub he has all these chains on.
What about Tupac when he's getting wheeled into the ambulance after getting shot with the middle finger up? That'd be a crazy photo
that
too.
would have been crazy.
Biggie with the crown. That's another crazy one.
That is crazy. Fuck. You know what would have been legendary? No, okay. I honestly, right now, I don't even know. I don't even know, to be honest. We'll come back to it, yeah.
I kind of want to know, because just through following you and like seeing your story all the time, and just even talking to you, dude, your days are insane, bro.
Thank you.
Like, you'll go from like Toronto to fucking New York to LA, back to Toronto, quick stop in
Bro,
Montreal.
someone thought I had a private jet. like I had literally someone email me, like, no word of a lie, asking to apply to be a flight attendant on my private jet. I'm like, yo, this is how people think I'm moving.
I need someone to do my taxes, but like, I don't know about a private jet.
Like, I'm not there yet.
You
bro.
got a
Like,
fucking
it's nuts,
stewardess
bro.
for a private jet that you don't even got yet. Like that's sick, actually.
Once your production company of the Saint Productions can get it, we'll get that private jet.
Oh God.
I wanted to ask you, like, what's a typical day like? But every day just seems so unique. Like, it's not even a fair question to ask. Like, I kind of want, instead of that, like, what's the craziest like 3-day stretch you've had since you started?
Bro,
doing this?
the craziest stretch is the 2.5 week run I had with Jessie.
The craziest 3-day stretch.
No.
I didn't know how to frame it, though.
Right?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
honestly, that was nuts. I had two. I want to share two. It was Jessie because basically it was legit LA, right? What's it called? It was LA, it was Colombia, then it was Roll Out New York, then radio run with Jessie after Rolling Loud. And that was so to me that was one crazy thing. And then
That's sick.
after the Drake, after the OVO, 2 days later I went to LA. Right when I landed, Carl interviewed John Legend. Then we were in the studio the next day, listening to Symba's album before it even came out. Then the next day, he's interviewing The Game. The next day, I'm legit with what happened the next day? Oh, I got invited. I got invited to a private Interscope party. Basically sponsored by Patron. Next day, I'm interviewing Akon. Then after that, we're going to Bobby Shmurda.
God damn.
It was fucked. It was
crazy.
fucked.
Do you
And
like
the next
that?
day,
Do you like that spontaneous nature of the game?
it's insane, bro, because it's like being from Toronto, you know what I'm saying, but from Jane and Finch, and just being from if you know the areas, like it's a place where like people don't expect people to do well in that area, you know what I'm saying? So just people coming from there and now like being in LA, getting invited to a private Interscope party,
You're like, I'm just some guy from Jane and Finch.
So you have those weeks, I guess, of like kind of hopping around, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Not knowing what the next gig's gonna be. But you're also on tour right now, and you're going on tour with Jessie Reyez as well, right?
No, so I went on. She flew me out to 2 of her tour dates.
Okay.
And now we're on tour with White Yachty.
Okay.
You know,
How do you like it? Like, is being on tour as a photographer like the 9 to 5 equivalent for the job? You know what I mean? Rather than freelance gigs.
what do you mean?
Like you're on tour, so you got kind of job security right now. if you will.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? 9 to 5. Like, is that more desirable to you than the freelance gigs that you kind of globetrot around to do?
No, man. It's. Nah, I think everything that the freelance is dope.
What's your favorite? Like, what's
right?
your favorite type of thing to shoot? Because I know you shoot a lot of these interviews, like podcasts.
Yeah.
You shoot a lot of concerts. I see you did the behind the scenes of the music video division. Just did the touring.
Right.
Like, what's
It's so unreal, bro. Because I love everything. Like I love everything because it's what I'm doing. It's like it's under the ordinary. It's so constantly. You know what I'm saying? So. I'm just in the moment. Like to be around these celebrities is something I've been wanting to do. Now just a tour is like, you know what I'm saying? I posted like in July. I was like, the next time I want to go on tour with a artist. And now it's happening. So it's just like each moment is just it's so surreal. Like it's hard to say what's my favorite because it's
all your favorite.
It's all my favorite, bro.
Yeah, that's a fucking
classic. I love all my
childish
kids.
political ass fucking question. Yeah,
You know, like, yeah, man. But tours unreal. Like for example, go on 2 days with Jessie Reyez, get to experience, be on that tour bus. You know what I'm saying? That was a rush, you know, because I was just covering that for her, and now to be on tour with Yachty, and it's a different like demographic is like now I'm moving from doing the artist for the whole year now to be with a comedian. And I love it because I'm trying new things, you know, and as people understand, like, yo, you like to be excited and keep motivated, like, yo, you gotta try different stuff as well, you know. So right now, like, that's what we're doing. It's I'm loving it so far. Like, he's killing it, you know. I think we're like three or 4 dates in right now, and we have like a lot more to go. So
sweet.
Yeah, man.
How does it feel to be doing all of this alone? Like, you're taking in all of this and it's just you, and you have no one to like share it with, and you're just like, I need to like is it a like, do you see it as a good thing? Like, I'm taking,
I want to say I'm alone, because I do have a team, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to like everybody, but like, I want to say I'm alone. I really have like yo, good people around me for real that really I can just talk to, I can vent to, and because people understand, like, there's a lot that goes into this. A lot of stress. There's some days where I'm in my car, like sometimes just like, yo, tearing up, bro, like, for real, because it's a lot of emotion that goes into it. So like, you know, like, I want to say that I'm alone. I do have people that I can talk to, and you know, and shout out to them, because without them, honestly, I think I want to be here for real.
Do you think it's like harder being alone, or do you think it makes it easier? Because like, if you have a team, it's harder to just on the spot up and go to these places.
I was gonna say that, like, is it hard to keep relationships for you with like how spontaneous and like sporadic and like how much distance there is between each of your jobs at times?
No, like, yes and no. You know, I have relationship where like, yo, people couldn't handle it and they just cut me off. You know what I'm saying? I did have people that try to take my relationship with, like, you know, with Carl, had cut them off, but I think it's just part of it. You know what I'm saying? And it's just and knowing that's part of it. So for me, I'm just a genuine guy. You know what I'm saying? I'm just a passion. So I have no bad blood with nobody. So like, I'm good in like kind of every room. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, having that relationship, no, because I'm how I think about it is like, yo, this is what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? Like,
this
yo,
that
doesn't matter what status you are. If you're genuine, I'm be genuine back. But if you do some dumb stuff, cool, we'll move to the side, no bad blood, but we'll keep it moving. Like, you know what I'm saying? And that's how I like to keep it, because at the end of the day, like, we don't like to burn bridges.
Who's your least favorite person you've met in this industry?
Fuck, I was just about to ask that.
That's crazy. Least favorite person, I can't even say that.
Like a
we'll bleep it out. We just want to know. Yeah.
I can't even say it because the thing is, how I like to think is like, you never know when you're gonna cross paths with that person again. You know, I can see that person right now, but then 5 years down the line, that person could be the key to help me put that bridge together. So like, I can't.
Or also, like, you could just get like sucker punched at a party. You know what I mean? Like, that's what I was more so scared of. You know what I mean?
Did you experience that a lot though? Where you get into some of these rooms with all these like A-list celebrities, and you're just like, oh my god, I'm so excited to meet. But turns out they're a fucking dick.
Yeah, never meet your idols, or like,
do you ever experience, like, did you have to learn that quick? Like, yo, don't idolize your heroes.
Yeah. There's some people where, like, you know, from the very beginning where I had expectations, you know, and then, you know, they there's once, I'm not gonna say who. I just went to the concert, saw him, and I was like, yo, can I take a, I love what we do. I'll take a picture. He's like, nah. And that moment, like, I wasn't cheesed, but it hit. But the thing is, I understand too. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I understand, because after the show, Ty, not everyone, even though to me, like, I, like, you know, like, as an artist, I do think, like, yo, like, you have to connect with all your friends, because at the end of the day, like, there's the one, you know. But I don't catch really hard feelings over it. But
like, I think it'd be awesome if I was like, "What's up, Drake?" He's like, "Sup, bitch," and just like slapped you in the nuts or something like that. Like, so genuine, dude. Like, I just want, like, I just think,
it doesn't take much for him.
I would love for like, I think that like celebrities, if they were just fake assholes all the time, I think that would be the best way to move.
Yo,
you know,
people think they are, man, but they're not. Like, people think like it's just how you move around them. It's because you have to understand, like, every day they have hundreds of people come up to them. You know what I'm saying? So it's just they're going to the same people every day. But if you move different, like, then, you know, say they're gonna move different with you, like, you know. But it's just the first reaction of how you move around them.
That's big facts though, because there's some artists where, like, we've met where we fucking meet them, and they're just a dick right off the bat. But then
For real.
months later, they see the stuff that we're doing, and the next time I see them, all of a sudden they're fucking with us. You know what I mean? So it's like once people see that you're actually have something going for you.
But that's the thing. Like people get but people would have right in that situation, but like, oh nah, like bun you, like, you know, like you didn't see the vision. But I tell everyone, like, there's really like
Respect is earned.
Respect is earned.
Yeah.
Because they're probably there's really levels to this shit. I'm sorry like, if anyone doesn't believe that. There's really levels, like for real. But that's why like it's okay for like, yo, if, you know what I'm saying? Like if you someone didn't really mess yourself in the beginning, you know what I'm saying? Cool, but is how you move, is how you you know what I'm saying? Deal with that situation. At the end of the day, it's a no now, but a year or 2 years later is a yes. Yeah. You know? So
100%.
Yeah, man.
As we round things up here, what's next for you?
What's next?
Yeah. You're on tour right now.
I'm expecting some DJ Khaled ass dancing right now, dude.
I'm on tour right now. You know what we have right now with, obviously I said before, White Yardie. You know, shout out to White Yardie and West, the whole team. Like we're on tour. We're going like all over like Canada right now. So what we have like Brampton, Hamilton. We're going to Vancouver, Calgary, all over. And then
big picture though.
Big picture.
Because you've done, like, I feel like there's a ton of photographers that if they have done what you've done, they'd be like, I've checked all my boxes.
No. So just know next year, early 2023, I'm doing an art gallery. You know what I'm saying? That's the next step. You know, and just right now, the next step is just how can I help create proper medias for people around Canada, because that's what we're missing. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to help towards that. So that I'm just trying to figure out how like we can just make that
us
step.
too, man.
You know what I'm saying? Because right now, like, Canada is lacking in that.
Yeah,
people
man.
ask why, like, yo, why is like yo, like for artists, they have to go to the States because the outlets are right out there. Yeah. But it's like, okay, how can we bring that to here so people don't have to? So I want to figure out how.
Do I sense a Of the Saint production X Down on the Wire collaboration?
Let's do it. This was good.
Fuck yeah.
Let's talk about
This
it.
is the first. This is the first of many.
Cut the cameras for this.
Yeah. And we ain't giving you no free game on this one.
No free game.
Fuck y'all. This is our idea.
But yeah, we got to wrap this up
do
because
it.
speaking of White Yardie,
He's about to come on.
we got to have him on the show too right
Period.
now.
Let's go.
But dude, I want to make this a repeat thing.
Let's do
Whenever
it.
you're in the city, let us know.
Let's do it, man. And, yo, shout out to you guys. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Down to the Wire, yo, because y'all like y'all consistent, man. Because a lot of people like they do podcasts and yo, because they don't see the right numbers or the right, like, you know what I'm saying, they okay, fuck it, I'm gonna do something else. But like, you guys are like the only ones in your city in Ottawa doing your shit, you know what I'm saying, and you're consistent with it, and it's growing. Like you're progressing every single time. So like, yo, shout out to y'all for real.
Yo, I appreciate it, man.
Got
I'm
you,
so
man.
glad we met when we did.
You know what I'm
because
saying?
we've been able to
But
see each
it's
other.
Softest hands of any Down the Wire podcast. Guys.
Come on. But no, shout out to y'all, man.
Yo,
You know?
appreciate you, man.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Of
Of the
course.
Saint, everyone.
But I mean, all socials, you know what I'm saying? Of the Saint _ of the Saint Productions. You know, big things coming in 2023, man. You know,
And go follow it. It's a great follow.
do it.
Great follow.
Yeah.
Great
Yeah.
follow.
Let's do it.
They're coming down to the wire. At the center